Welcome to Firearms of America. Once again, I'm back here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida. My last day here at Shooters, so doing plenty of reviews. And the next one we have for today is this M&P, Smith and Wesson M&P, chambered in 22 Magnum. 22 Magnum, really excited about this one. Never shot 22 Magnum before. So let's see what this thing can do. Now, I got the CCI for the purposes of this review. This is a Maxi Mag WMR. So, like I said, I'm completely new to this of all the handguns that I've shot. Never shot a 22 Magnum before. Looks exactly pretty much like the 22 LR, which I think that's what it is. It's 22 LR with more juice in it. So, let me unpack this right here. And let's start the review. So, what do we have in front of us? Smith and Wesson 22 Magnum, 4.35 inch barrel, so almost 4.5. So you got full size. Got a very comfortable grip. Feels very lightweight, super easy to rack. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to shoot. But I think the best part about this one is that it does come with the 30 capacity magazine. 30 capacity. Now it's not numbered, but it is windowed, and as you can see, you got your favorite orange follower, which became quite popular recently. So let's see how hard or easy it is to load, and of course it is super easy to load. Man, this is exciting. Honestly, I love shooting 22 LR. It's a lot of fun. See if it's the same case for 22 Magnum. Now this is very easy to load and super easy. We'll try to do some rapid fire in this review because why not? That's what you do when you're shooting 22s. But supposed to be louder, supposed to be a little bit more kick than 22 LR, and of course a lot more velocity, as you would expect from all this extra juice that you have over the 22 LR. Okay, as you can see, our target is quite destroyed, so we're going to be shooting at this bottom white little circle right there. We're going to be aiming there, hopefully hitting it. Now the sights look pretty nice, so I think it's going to do a good job. Gotta say, very easy operation on this handgun. Super easy to rack. As you can see, the round is in the chamber without any problem. Jam, just like you would expect with a rimfire. Okay, so as you can see, this is a failure to feed. Not a big deal, just take out the magazine, hold a little bit, slap on the back, the mag comes out, the round comes out. Typical for this kind of, especially this is double stack, and I'm gonna get rid of this round right here because got a little bit dented. Normal. Typical, but this is a double stacked magazine, and you know, whenever it comes to 22 LR and as you can see 22 Magnum, still not bad. Let's see, got a little bit of a stickiness to the slide, probably because of there we go, no more problems. At least not anymore. Okay, so we'll see. This is a brand new handgun, so it probably needs to break in just a little bit. Honestly, if you ask me personally, I'm not the one to recommend handguns that need a break-in period. Although some people will say all handguns need break-in period. But, you know, to each their own opinion. But let's get back to this handgun right here, because honestly, something like this you would buy for a really enjoyable, is that a word? I don't know. I'm an immigrant, sorry about that. Enjoying good time on the range, all right? You're taking out, you're plinking, whatever you're doing, you know, and you're having fun. So, you know, jams like this, really no big deal. But let's talk about the handgun. We got the grip, very nicely stippled. I gotta say, I love the stippling. I mean, I honestly, on all of the newer M&P 2.0 that they have, the Shield Easy, the whole lineup, the grips, the laser stippling that they have is the best laser stippling compared to everything else that is laser stippled that is out there that is designed to mimic the hand stippling. This is the closest, on the Smith & Wesson, is the closest to the hand stippling that you can get. It feels absolutely fantastic. It bites into your hand and gives you the maximum recoil management capability that you can get out of the laser stippled grip. It's not as necessary on this handgun, gotta say, because I mean there's barely any recoil to it. Honestly, I expected a little bit more, but then again, you know, this is pretty much, you know, the 22 LR that, yeah, double the power of 22 LR. It's still like a 22 LR because this is pretty much nothing. Feels good though. It's super fun to shoot, gotta say. The ergonomics feel pretty good, although it is, as you can see, a little bit of a wider, so for smaller, shorter fingers like mine, it does, you know, you do feel a little bit like, you know, I needed a little bit of a thinner grip. Not a big deal, again, because it really doesn't matter. There is practically no recoil, but keep that in mind. So this is for bigger hands, the grip for bigger hands. Now, you don't have any serrations on the trigger guard, which is fine. You don't need that at all. The mag release does feel pretty good. It is not ambidextrous, so lefties, keep that in mind. The magazine operation, you know, putting it in and taking it out, super easy, and you do have some serrations on the base plate of the magazine as well, just for a better control. Pretty good. You do have your accessory rail if you want to put some laser, your flashlight, whatever it is. The slide stop, slide release does work very well. As you can see, it is a one-hand operation, all right, not too shabby. And you do have your manual safety, thumb safety switch here, which activates up and deactivates down, which is the best, the smartest design of that you can get. And it's very easy to disengage. So if you do, I mean, I don't know if you would use this handgun for tactical combat situations, but even if you did, very easy to disengage the safety, which is definitely really good. Okay, let's do some more shooting, see how it handles. Hopefully no more misfits, no more jams, and nothing like that. You know what, let me just do it like this. Got a lot of ammo for this review, and I think I'm gonna shoot it all, because why not? Honestly, I kind of do wish that in this magazine they implemented, like on a lot of 22 LR magazines, where they do have a side assist pull tab where you just pull on it and you load it in. Makes it a lot easier. I think that would have been nice to have in this one. And I think that would help preventing some of this, because I'm looking at it right now and the way it is getting in when it is, you know, double stack design after all, the way it stacks, it does look a little bit finicky. So honestly, I think it might be a user operation too, that first jam that I had. I think you just need a little bit more care, not as reckless as I am with loading this magazine, you know, just not looking and loading this magazine. I think you need to be a little bit more careful loading it, making sure that they're all stacked properly. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was me. But at the same time, you know, it's a handgun. And if you really need to be that tedious with your magazine, on the range, it doesn't matter, but in tactical combat situations, of course, but it's pointless to talk about it because, well, we're shooting a 22 Magnum. Okay, let me try to hit some of the flappy pedals this time. See if I can do that. I love the slide, super easy to rack. And we got another failure to fit. This time it's a little bit less than halfway. Did get it in. See? And I got a hit. Didn't lock back on the last round though, although that's fine. It didn't because there is no magazine in it. Never mind. Now I'm just trying to find problems. Okay, got some more rounds. Whoop, never mind. Just fixed by itself. Not too shabby. Okay. So as you can see, I think it has to do with the stickiness of the slide. So I think a little bit of lubrication in there would go a long way, and it would probably solve the problems. Also, another thing that you can do is, if you're experienced, if you're planning to get this gun, and honestly I would recommend it with all the semi-automatic handgun, double stacked, 22 LRs, 22 Magnums, obviously in the same thing. I would just getting a hotter ammo and good lube solves the problem most of the time. But let's move on further onto this handgun. Now, the slide. As you can see, there are serrations at the back, no serrations at the front, which is completely fine. You probably already noticed the MOS, your optic cutout, if you want to put a red dot on it. The fiber optic sight at the front makes it very easy to acquire the target pretty quickly, and just plain rear two-post sights, nothing crazy. I think that's a very good combination. I do like the sights. It's very easy to acquire them. Pretty good sights. Now let's talk about the trigger. The trigger is quite interesting. You have this little pre-trigger which serves as a drop safety, kind of like safe action system in the Glock. And once you press it, you have about, not a lot, like 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2 millimeters of very safe familiar travel. And then you have a little bit more, so you can count this hole as 1, or you can do 1 and then 2. It's up to you. Honestly, just count it as 1. About 3.5 millimeters of this safe familiar travel, and then a break. I wouldn't say it's a crisp necessarily break, but it is a break, and the trigger is, pretty easy to get used to all these stages. So let's how many rounds I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, definitely less than 30. So let's put all of this, and we'll do some more shooting. Try some rapid fire. Honestly, if you guys are planning to buy something like this, whether it's 22 Magnum or 22 LR, rimfire in general, expect some reliability issues here and there. This is completely normal. That's one of the reasons why nobody ever recommends something like this for self-defense or concealed carry, which is, self-defense, or home defense, or whatever kind of combat tactical situations. This is more for range fun. The ammo is, pretty cheap. I don't know how much the 22 Magnum is compared to 22 LR, but I would expect it to be somewhere around the same price. If you do want a reliable operation, then you probably are better off with a single stack magazine. Something that you most of the times find on the rifles, especially. Most of them, they come with the single stack magazine. And out of the pistols, Glock 44. You got your single stack, shot it plenty of times, and haven't had any kind of problems with the Glock 44. Not once, which is really surprising for a 22 LR pistol. Okay, so you see, again, I'm loading it without really paying attention, so will have some misfits here and there, but that's what you get from a double stacked. Okay, so let's do some flappy pedals, because why not? And the first jam. Okay, well. It's getting into its groove now, this handgun. As you can see, it's a rapid fire and no problems. I really think that once this handgun breaks down a little bit, once you shoot it, once the slide loosens up a little bit, definitely lube it a little bit so it doesn't lock, doesn't have that stickiness at the back. And definitely pay attention to when you are loading the magazine. I mean, you gotta make sure that it really stacks up there correctly without the rounds being all over the place. So if you do that, I think you can get the reliable operation from this handgun. And honestly, even if you do have a jam here and there, like I said, this handgun is not designed to be a self-defense handgun or concealed carry or anything like this. This is designed to have fun on the range, and with this you definitely will. So let me know what you think about it. Let me know in the comments below. Always appreciate your opinions. God bless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in just a little bit with the next one.